Hi, we're Emily, Lee and Hudson. We're from the UK, and after some years living abroad in Thailand and Gozo, where we got married, we wanted to be closer to nature with our own land for self-sufficiency. So we followed our dream and moved to rural Bulgaria in 2019 in a bid to become debt and stress-free and property owners. In 2020, Hudson came along, and with that brought changes in our plans, including the purchase of a new dream property in 2021. Follow us on our journey as we renovate our future home, showcase Bulgarian village life, and share some useful tips as we learn along the way. We've got big plans on a tiny budget. Welcome to Our Derelict Dream.
Although it's sunny, it's 5 degrees. That's obviously in the shade, so in the sun it's lovely and warm. So I'm going to be at the house today. I'm probably going to try out the spray-on paint remover that I bought. Try and do some of the windows in situ if I can. Obviously we don't have the glass or anything else yet, so yeah, just plod along and see what I can do. I don't think I'm ever going to get bored of this view outside the front of the house. It's really is nice. Wouldn't believe I only fed these guys half an hour ago. So the plan for now is to use some of this paint remover on these two windows. I'm going to open up and carry on with some other stuff while it takes effect. Okay, so I just put a real thin coat just on these two windows. Open up all the doors, let some air get through, and probably carry on with a little bit of foam. Now I know people are going to ask me, is this necessary? And the answer really is no. We believe that we're going to get the interior walls complete before we start rendering and pointing the outside. It's merely just to stop mice or any big bugs taking up shelter in our new walls. So yeah, is it necessary? No. But for the equivalent of about £20, a couple of hours work, it seems worth it to me. So I've spent a little while on that. I really hope the camera picks it up. There's we had the nice sort of baby blue colour. Underneath that is a kind of like a gunmetal grey, and then underneath that we have a sort of a mid kind of, I don't know, like a royal blue, I suppose. Now, I love this look, where things look a bit shabby and rustic and old, but I don't think that's the look that we're going to be going for with this property. There's some areas on the windows now where I can actually see the wood, and I've got a feeling that it's beech, not oak. Now, beech is pretty light in colour, I mean. Yeah, real good for making windows, real good for making furniture, but it's not the colour I want to go for, and I'm not fond of staining something, you know, staining pine to look like oak or anything like that. So I think this is going to be a little bit too light for us, so I'll talk with Emily obviously, but I think we maybe have to take these windows out, sand them and repaint. I think that's probably going to be for the best. Yeah, I mean, beech is wonderful. It's just not our style, should we say? The whole time while I was doing the windows, which is probably 15 minutes, there was a little old lady outside by the car staring at me. Wasn't as creepy as. I'm sure she was being friendly. Just yeah, next time just say hello. You know. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to head back to the house, take over from him, and yeah, talk to her about these windows, see what she thinks. I might try and sand a tiny bit of this door as well, because it's real solid, definitely going to keep it, but I've got a feeling that this is beech as well, so maybe that'll need to be stripped and redone as well. It's a lot of work. But if you want the right look, you got to put in the effort.
Followers and friends and family. It's a sunny Saturday morning, very cold, but it's nice to have some sunshine, and we're heading into Veliko Tarnovo because we've able to get into restaurants now and shops. Bulgaria have removed the requirement of the green certificate, so we're going to have a nice family lunch, because also Lee and I's 9-year anniversary yesterday.
Long 9 years.
A long 9 years. So we're going to go and have a little lunch celebration at our favourite restaurant, Ego, and Lee's going to have the pizza that he has every time, and I might try something different today. So yeah, we'll just, probably this video will just be little bits and bobs of what we've been up to this weekend.
So just had a lovely meal out at Ego for our anniversary. It was amazing as ever. We had 2 mains, a starter to share because they're massive, a side order of vegetables. I had a non-alcoholic beer and a carafe of wine for Emily, and it came to 49 lev. I think that's just over 20 English pounds, and it is honestly the best place to go for a meal. Stunning.
So we're taking a little walk. We've had our lunch and we're going to take a little walk in VT. Do you know, it's such a lovely atmosphere today. The sun is shining, really busy. You know, normally on a Saturday it's dead. And it's really busy, obviously, I guess because of this green certificate going. Everyone's out and about. It's a really lovely, lovely feel. So we're just going to take a little walk across the bridge. You can hear you've got the old accordion playing. Do you know, it's like being in Paris. Isn't it? I'm just going to walk.
Less French.
Yeah. We've got an artist here. We'll show you. Dog. Got some jewellery here. Dobar den, dobar den. Okay, okay. We'll come back, we'll come back. So this is the bridge crossing the Yantra River, which we've shown before when you're looking over VT. This is the river that you see. So we're kind of down the other side. So when Lee showed you the view from the restaurant, this is down at coming up to the monument of the Asan dynasty, which some kind follower shared the history of this, because I got it slightly wrong from another historic moment here, but this was like a group of brothers that fled Bulgaria from slavery, and they were the Asan family. This is a museum, and yeah, here's the view.
I'm trying to find Echo.
Lee's trying to find the restaurant we were. It's very hard when you've got everything on a hill.
It looks so similar. Normally I'd spot it straight away.
This is the perfect time for a selfie moment, family. Hello.
Family selfie.
You're smiling. So this bridge came to be part of the panorama of Veliko Tarnovo in 1892, designed by the Viennese company for their metal foundry. I don't know if you can read all that, but apparently it's a free-hanging, unsupported construction, one of the most important achievements in this area of the Balkans. So here we are, the monument of the Asan dynasty, dedicated to the 800-year anniversary of the rebellion against Byzantine rule. Byzantine. How do you know it's Byzantine and not Byzantine? Oh, okay, here we go. 9 years, guys, which ended with the liberation of Bulgaria. So it was a group of brothers, Asan and Peter, and during their rule, Bulgaria reached high political, economic and cultural prosperity. I don't know all that, I just read that sign. But yeah, it's quite amazing. And what a lovely blue sky today. So I had to buy something off that guy on the bridge who had his all little handmade wooden things. He was trying to say in English, not China, meaning they weren't mass-produced stuff. And Lee had carried on with the wallet, and I was like, Lee, come back. And Lee gets really angry with me if I want to spend money on things. I was like, they're like £2. So anyway, I'll show you what I've bought. I love this. It's a little homemade wooden treble clef on a necklace. That was 4 lev, which is like £1.50. And then Lee smiled because I bought him a gift. It's a little handmade Mercedes key ring. And this was like 8 lev, which is about £3.50. So yes, I spent a fiver Lee on a little market stall.
Hey guys, it's the following day. It's Sunday morning. I'm gonna try and get a few bits done on the windows today, but the weather's not great, so there's a few bits that we need to do back at our house because we've actually got some friends visiting today. They're currently on their way, doing the drive from the UK. To go to their house down in the south of Bulgaria. On their way through, they're going to stop off with us for a couple of days. They do the whole van life thing, so yeah, they're going to stay in their van. Should be all right. We're expecting some snow, but they've got, you know, proper heaters and all that kind of stuff. Been a really great weekend. It was so nice to go into the city, walk around a shop. 50% of people aren't wearing masks anymore, so that's cool with me. Yeah, it was just really nice atmosphere, hearing music and seeing people, you know, people smiling and talking to each other. It was amazing. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I've got one of the top windows from up there. This was the inside surface. Now I'm hoping that you can pick it up, that you're not trying to actually remove all of the paint when you're doing this. You are literally trying to get the surface flat. Now I'm sure you can see here where we've got areas that are actually deeper. So what we're going to have to do is sand them out a little bit more, and we're going to have to use a filler. Now this is the front of that same window. Now I'm hoping that you can see big cracks along here. This area here is all divoted, same here. There's actually a twist and a bow in this section here. All of the joints are pretty garbage. And you can see the absolutely sterling job that somebody did of putting in the glass. Now, I'm not going to remove the glass because we don't have the replacements yet. So it would be silly of me to remove them and then reinstall the windows. Doesn't really make sense. Yeah, most of this was done by hand. I do have a couple of the tools here just to help me on the harder bits, but I've got a feeling that most of this window is going to be filler once I'm done. When you're trying to fill some larger gaps like these, hopefully you can see that there, you want to work with small amounts. You want to do at least 2 coats, as it were, and you want to work in several directions. So if I just do that, that's not gone down into that gap far enough to be secure. So we'll come back, we'll do a different direction, then you'll go another direction, wipe it off. So now we know that that has gone deep into that crack, and we'll bond the two together. Now we actually want to do this in stages as well, because we want this to dry uniformly. Is that the right word? I think so. so that when we come back and do our sanding, everything should have dried in the same amount of time. If we then need to apply more, we do a second coat. Yeah, sort of little and often. That's kind of the way to do this. If you've got a big crack and you just try and fill it all in one go, it won't go right. You might actually get some shrinkage from the putty or the wood filler or whatever it is you choose to use. So yeah, little and often, and several directions. It's probably the best advice I can give you. So here I'm going to show you a before and during, not after because I haven't done any sanding yet, but yeah, just give you an idea. So this is the one that I'm currently working on. I literally just put this filler on and you can see it's everything here is already pretty smooth, and this was what it looked like before. So hopefully the camera will pick all this up and you can see just how cracked and horrible it looks, but a lot of this is just the enamel paint. So once we take all of that off and take it back, we've actually got decent wood underneath. So yeah, definitely take that into consideration when you're looking at a place. Yeah, if the windows look like this, they might not be as bad as you expect. Okay guys, so it's a little bit later. I've got 2 small windows and 2 large windows from space just behind me here. So these are what I call the first stage. So it's the initial sand to get off the paint and make things as smooth as possible, and it's the first layer of putty or wood filler, whatever it is you decide to use. So to get to this point, this one took me 1 hour. This one, 45 minutes, this one 50 minutes, and this one an hour and 10. I almost forgot, we need to do the positive comment shout out. So here it is. And if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. It really means a lot. We get lots of people contact us now and give us well wishes. So yeah, thank you to everyone. We'll see you in the next one.